Now, Friday Night Blitz on KEZI 9 News.
We're the Lebanon Warriors, and you're watching Friday Night Blitz!
Welcome to the first Friday Night Blitz of 2014. We're just as excited as the Lebanon cheerleaders are. I'm Jake Sivan. He is Mike Scott. We have 11 games to show you tonight as we kick off the 2014 high school football season. And despite losing in the quarterfinals of last year's 6A playoffs, Sheldon once again returns as a state title contender.
A lot of new faces on the roster as the Irish hope to not rebuild but reload. But their first opponent this year wouldn't be any pushover, as contender Lakeridge came to Eugene tonight with the top-ranked quarterback in the state.
He would not be the best quarterback tonight, however. Sheldon taking on Lakeridge, our game of the week. You saw it live on Live Well Western Oregon. First quarter, Lakeridge lining up for a field goal on its first drive of the game. Kellen Strom comes in and blocks it. Big night for Kellen. That was just the start. 3rd and 11, Justin Herbert rolls out, fires, hits Strom for the first score of the Irish's 2014 season. It's 7-0 Sheldon in the opening quarter. And the Irish capitalized on Lakeridge turnovers in the first half. Same score, second quarter, Herbert to Strom again. They bit on the pump fake. Sheldon 14, Lakeridge nothing. But Lakeridge took advantage of some Sheldon turnovers, down 14-7. They capitalized on another Irish fumble, scored on drives after 2 turnovers to tie the game at 14. Sheldon found a rhythm after that and took advantage. Herbert fakes the screen pass, goes over the middle to an open Isaiah Cartwright. Great catch, 2-point conversion, not an intentional one. Yeah. Made it 22-14. Herbert threw 5 touchdown passes in his first varsity start. Sheldon wins 38-21. Head coach Lane Johnson after the game.
Well, he played just exactly like he practiced for 3 weeks. He's Justin's a pretty unique kid. Can do a whole bunch of stuff. He punts for us, kicks for us, played great, had an interception on defense, and we just need that kind of performance from him because we're pretty thin all over, but if Herbie plays like that, we're going to be in a whole bunch of games.
Willamette playing its first game as a 6A school at home against tough former 5A rival Springfield. No score in the first quarter. Trevor Watson, you'll hear his name a lot this season, avoids the pressure, rolls out and hits Braden Haas on the sideline.
Ooh.
But that would only get a field goal out of the drive. They go up 3-0. Later in the first, same score, Springfield ball. Watson looking for a receiver, but he gets picked off by Taylor Brown. That would lead to a Wolverine field goal to tie it up at 3. Then in the second, Springfield ball. Watson goes deep. This time it's picked off by Mitchell Card, one of the 3 picks Watson threw in the first half. But Springfield would prevail in overtime, spoil the Wolverines' home opener by a score of 32-31.
Surprisingly close there at Willamette tonight. MARIST looking to rebound after last year's disappointing 6-5 season. Playing at Thurston, game tied at 15 in the third quarter. Justin Kearney bobbles the snap, picks the ball up, rolls outside, finds Quinn Coda on the run. Coda sheds a few tacklers and strolls into the end zone. MARIST goes up 22-15. Spartans on a roll. It's now 30-15 in the fourth. Kearney to Trevor Vill on the outside. Vill transfer from Sheldon. Kearney a transfer from Churchill. Just refuses to get tackled, does Vill. Sprints down the sideline, cruises in for the score. Quinn Coda, I should have mentioned, a transfer from South Eugene. The transfer's doing work for Marist tonight. Spartans win 44-22.
South Eugene playing its first game under new head coach Kevin Leonard, taking on a talented Churchill squad. Game was 14-14 at the half. The 2 teams held each other off almost the entire second half until this. Churchill breaks the field wide open. Huge touchdown for the Lancers. That was the final score of the game by either team, making it 20-14 Lancers. And more 6A action tonight. West Albany loses its Class 6A debut 28-13 to Sprague, and Roseburg gets shut out by Canby 24-0.
The Warriors of Lebanon starting their season at home against Jefferson of Portland, the Portland Jefferson, not the one just north of Lebanon. First quarter, Jefferson's Brandon Flake throws, and Lebanon's Guillermo Salazar picks it off. In the second quarter, still a scoreless game. Jacob Rapp to Chad Nissen on the option picks up the first down. A few plays later, it's Rapp again as our Rhoda Kraus on the sideline almost got taken out. We're glad she's okay. A few plays later, Rapp again. This time it's Tyler Funk for the first down. Don't call him Terry Funk. A few plays later, Jacob Rapp to Chad Nissen for the touchdown. Nissen runs it in. Warriors up 7-0 and go on to beat Jefferson 14-7. Jefferson, they're a basketball school.
South Albany starting its season more than 200 miles down I-5 at Eagle Point. Eagles coming off a 5-5 year, but a lot of turnover, and there were some early jitters. Already down 6-0, miscommunication on defense. Rebels' Sean Von Nostrand is wide open. Tyler Kelsch hits him in stride, 14-0. And South Albany strikes quickly on the ensuing possession. We saw the long pass from Kelch on the previous drive. That was to Van Nostrand. This is Greg Schurer, a sheer terror for the Eagles defense. They finally bring him down inside the 5. Takes a while. Rebels would score, make it 21-0, but they just couldn't stop the Rebels. South Albany able to do it every which way. The little swing pass flies through the defense. It's the Rebels finding flight. The Eagles are grounded 48-6 the final.
South Albany, they're back, it seems like. Other 5A games tonight. No football in Corvallis at all this weekend. Both teams on the road. Crescent Valley loses to Newburgh. Corvallis, in a high-scoring game, falls at Barlow. After going winless last season and with only 3 wins combined the past 4 years, North Eugene decided to change it up. They're taking a different route this year, leaving behind the Midwestern League and beginning an independent schedule in hopes of turning around its program's fortunes.
They told us in the preseason, hey, they're ready to score points. They're capable of it. And the Highlanders began their rebuilding process tonight at 4A Elmira, who made the playoffs last year and are expected to contend for the SkyM title this year.
Yeah, Highlanders and Falcons. Elmira's Arashi Wall will score the first touchdown of the game.
Where'd you go?
On a long pass down the field. It's there, I promise. There's Arashi Wall. It's 7-0 Elmira. And more from the Falcons. This is Zach Fox, taking it in. And another from Elmira who's putting it on North Eugene, a Nick Boykin interception, and he's going to take it back eventually all the way.
Winding around for a little while.
Not quite for the touchdown, but it was a nice return. Elmira wins 47-0 over North Eugene. Rough start for the Highlanders.
To 4A non-conference action, Cottage Grove hoping for another shot at the state title, opening its season against Marshfield. Third quarter, Marshfield up 14-6. Evan Britton busts out for the long run. That led to this. Blake Sentman on the quarterback keep and the touchdown. Lions would fail the 2-point conversion. Pirates lead 14-12. So, same score in the fourth. Sentman fumbles, and it's picked up by Isaac Smith.
Uh-oh.
But watch what happens here, Jake.
Oh, the big man, scoop and score.
He's going all the way back the other way for the touchdown.
It's not easy to do.
No, Marshfield upsets Cottage Grove at home 26-12.
Big non-conference 3A opener tonight. Harrisburg Eagles taking on Santiam Christian's Eagles. Both teams made it to the quarters last year. Third quarter, Santiam's up 21-7. Daniel Hendricks with the throw. It's picked off by Harrisburg's Hunter Knox. In the fourth quarter, Hunter Knox, he plays both ways, as most people do in 3A, and he runs it in for a touchdown. 2-point conversion, no good, so Santiam Christian still leads 21-13. There are 33 seconds left in the game. It's 21-13. Caleb Prater to Hunter Sheldon. Touchdown Harrisburg, down by 2, 21-19. They need the 2-point conversion to force overtime. Prater in the gun. We'll look to the same guy who scored the touchdown moments earlier, Hunter Sheldon, and it's too high, incomplete. Santiam Christian holds on to win 21-19.
Bandon moved down from 3A to 2A, opening its season at Rogue River its first quarter. Rogue River's Cody Wright hands off to Alex Valencia, who carries it. Well, it goes in. In the second, Bandon's QB Quentin Coomer throws down to Trey Dyer for a touchdown. Look at that, it's just wide open in the backfield, just escapes. They would convert the 2-point conversion, tied at 8. Bandon blows out Rogue River by a final of 52-20.
North Douglas playing as an 8-man team this year. They moved down to 1A, taking on Powers. And early on, North Douglas breaks it open. Trent Black, left side, big gain. and just carrying a defender an extra 10, 15 yards. 46-yard run inside the 5, and next play he finishes what he started. Short touchdown run. North Douglas up 6-0. Look at this on the kickoff. They bang it right into the Powers front line. Force a fumble, recover it. Could not capitalize off that, but goes on to win. North Douglas does 26-20 in overtime.